On this episode of Trying Vegan with Mario, I'm gonna be giving you some incredible Indian vegan recipes. We'll be making cumin one of the star ingredients of the day for its incredible anti-aging health properties, but it's also what gives your Indian food that earthy, rich, spicy texture and flavor. I'm gonna be showing you how to prepare Pistachio Mango Kulfi, which is an Indian take on ice cream. And then lastly, world famous musical duo Krewella is gonna come and join me in my kitchen and show me how to prepare their delicious healing soup recipe. All that when we come back on Trying Vegan with Mario. Now you may have heard that eating more vegan food can be better for your health and it could be better for the environment. But I'm here to make sure it tastes good.
My queen got machine gun hips, better duck once they go off.
I'm gonna show you how to make kulfi. Kulfi is an Indian style dessert that's traditionally made with white bread and whole milk. But this is my vegan cooking show, so I'm gonna figure out a way to veganize this recipe and also replace that white bread with something a little bit more healthy. It kind of tends to slow me down. I'm not gluten intolerant, but I could definitely get a sense that eating too much gluten or too much white flour makes my insides not digest other foods as well, and it adds a little bit of a lull to my day. So I had to think for a second, what is something that's extra creamy and extra milky, gonna bind together other ingredients and bring in a healthy, delicious flavor to this recipe? So I wanted to get rid of the white bread, I wanna get rid of the whole milk, and I've decided to replace it with coconut milk. This is a secret delicacy in the Indian culture and in the vegan culture as well. To prepare this recipe, there are just 3 simple steps. First, we need to simmer the coconut milk on the stove. Second, we're gonna throw everything into the blender. Then we're gonna throw that in the freezer, give it a little whisk, and let it develop that delicious creamy texture that we're looking for in this kulfi recipe. First thing you wanna do with coconut milk, especially in a can, is give it a quick shake. Now we got 2 13-ounce cans of coconut milk. I have my pot already preheated. Just pour that in, might smoke and simmer just a little bit. Really what you want to see is that there's going to be about half the amount of coconut milk that you started with. At the end, it's going to be thicker and it's going to be more creamy. All right, now we're just going to let this simmer for about 30 minutes. The coconut milk has properly simmered for the past 30 minutes. It's reduced to be about half the amount that we started with, and it's ready to add to the blender with the other ingredient. 2.5 cups of frozen mangoes. Just watch how quick and easy this is. It just takes a matter of seconds. Now we got 8 dates right here. Typically kulfi has a lot of white sugar that you add when you're simmering the milk on the stove, but I'm trying to make my recipes a little bit healthier, so I go with dates whenever I'm trying to add a sweetener. A pinch of salt, and then my last ingredient is cardamom. This is a very traditional Indian seasoning. I like to bring out the true aroma and get as much flavor going as we can. So I add this to my pestle and mortar, stir it around, and then you mash it. Make sure you're covering it with your offhand because it will bounce all over the place. 1 tablespoon of cardamom. And those are all of our blender ingredients. Now it's time to add the pistachios. So we add them to the pestle and mortar, just tap them gently. Add that, whisk in those pistachios. Now it's time to turn this kulfi into a creamy ice cream texture. Now the key to doing this is putting it in the freezer and letting it sit for about 30 minutes and whisking it once every 30 minutes after that for the first about 2 to 4 hours. You're gonna have to stay tuned for the rest of the episode because I'm not gonna finish or plate this until I have my guest Krewella come and join me in the kitchen, and I'm gonna have them let me know if my veganized, vegan inspiration kulfi taste like the real deal? Did that coconut milk do them justice? Did my dates as a replacer for sugar take care of the sweetness that we're looking for? And have I prepared an authentic kulfi dessert for my guests? Stay tuned.
Lost in, baby, I've been getting so lost in everything about you be flossing. Wanna be with you to the coffin. I'm lost in.
Welcome back. It is time for me to introduce my special guests to have them come into my kitchen and cook me something delicious. Today, I'm gonna be having Jahan and Yasmin, who make up the musical duo Krewella. Krewella has sold out shows of over 10,000 people. They've played over 250 shows in the same year. So I am so excited to find out what are the high energy, high nutrient foods that they're eating to keep them sustained so that they can go day in and day out and perform at their best. They're gonna be cooking me a sweet potato almond butter soup. And we're gonna incorporate some of their Pakistani Indian style spices. We got some turmeric right here. We have cloves. We have curcumin that we're gonna throw into the soup and make something delicious. So I am so excited to introduce Krewella. We have Yasmin and Jahan. Welcome to my kitchen.
Thanks for having us.
All right, welcome.
Thank you.
So-
I'm really excited about making this for you.
Yeah,
This is a staple in the household.
I am really excited. I've had a little bit of dessert earlier today, but it's time to dive into some dinner.
Yes.
Sometimes it's okay to have dessert before dinner.
I always do that.
Love it. So before we jump into the soup, I was wondering, can you guys tell me a little bit about what's your inspiration for your cooking? You know, where does your cooking drive come from?
Definitely health first.
Okay.
Unless it's a cheat day, of course. But normally we try and get ingredients that are whole ingredients, they're fresh ingredients. We're very light on the meat, and normally keep it vegan, and we're paleo also.
Okay.
So we have all things going.
Yeah, you guys are all over the place. I love that, the heavy veggie influence. Can you tell me a little bit about what we're gonna be doing today?
We're going to be starting with a base of onion and garlic, which is the best base
Okay.
of any dish.
Best base of any dish, I
really
love it.
is.
Onion and garlic.
And then we're going to roast some sweet potatoes and these spices that you were talking
Okay.
about. You're going to be amazing here with the mortar and pestle,
All right.
because I normally just take the spices and pop them in pre-ground, but we're going to grind them.
Oh, we're gonna grind. We're gonna
We're gonna
grind. We're gonna
grind
get that
them
aroma
fresh.
in here. It's gonna smell
Exactly.
good.
And those go into the soup once the broth goes in and the almond butter goes in to give it thickness and protein.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I love it. That's a good intro. I say,
Yes.
let's dive into
Let's
it.
do
All
it.
right. Step one. What do we got here? We got our onions. We got our slow cooker.
Let's heat this guy up.
Okay. Let's heat this guy up. All right.
We're going to put him on
You know what? I actually have something special to show you.
Show me.
We could actually heat this up on our stovetop.
Oh, this is
Yes.
Let's
All
do
right.
it.
So
I love that this is stone too.
I
Yes.
know.
We recently found out that a lot of slow cookers are seeping chemicals into your food, and they're
Okay.
sometimes sitting at home for like 8 hours. You leave them chilling there while you go off to work. So that, I mean, it's stone. It's like the purest form of anything you could be cooking in.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Yeah, so I love it. We're on the same page.
Yes.
You know, we want ingredients that taste good, but we also want to make sure that we're cooking in a sustainable way as well. I think that's
Exactly.
equally as important.
Yes.
Let's just throw it over here
Let's do it.
and heat it up.
So we'll let that warm up
Okay.
because you want to put oil in a hotter pan. Pour some avocado oil. That's good. I would say like 3 tablespoons, enough to cover the bottom. Then we're going to put the entire chopped onion in there. So we're going to chop some garlic, and you can do a rough chop.
Monday morning came without a warning. You know I wish I didn't have to leave. It's
So we're just going to
temporary,
grate
yeah.
big hunk of ginger straight into the onions and garlic that are sauteing. They're properly sweated now, the onions,
So now we have the onions and garlic cooking in the slow cooker pot on the stove over here. And now what do we have next, Yasmin?
we're gonna get the sweet potatoes going.
Sweet potato time. All right. I'm gonna help you out.
Amazing.
So we got 3 sweet potatoes. We're cutting them into
Let's do a little smaller.
little
Cook that.
little cubes. Something I love about sweet potatoes is that they have this orange color, and those are a lot of those antioxidants that are part of the sweet potatoes. And antioxidants are amazing because they help reduce inflammation. I'm somebody who has asthma and acid reflux, so I'm always looking for different sources of antioxidants because they help oxidize some of those free radicals that cause that inflammation in my throat and in my lungs.
We all need that.
Exactly, we all have something.
And it should be fun too.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people get overwhelmed. They're like, you know, like we're musicians, and sometimes when I'm in the kitchen, I use that as my space to mess up or make mistakes, and it's fun for me because it makes me think about like when we first started making music or when your kid's creating. You can just enjoy yourself and be in that meditative state of chopping.
Yes.
vegetables.
Oh my God, I have started to love chopping.
I enjoy listening to it.
Yeah. Well, all right, so thinking we're in the kitchen. I'm with some musicians. Is there any opportunity for a collaboration? You guys could come record me chopping my show, and we could mix it up in a song.
We've recorded some.
Can we get these sizzling onions on a Krewella track?
The sizzle
Might-
sounds so good on a track, to be honest. Okay, so now that all the sweet potatoes have been chopped so beautifully by you guys, we're gonna put them all in a bowl and put some avocado oil in there and all of our spices and salt and pepper. I'm gonna let you take care of the mortar and pestle.
Okay. All right, so I have some cloves right here. We got some cumin. I added some pink Himalayan salt in there and some pepper. The first thing you want to do with a pestle mortar is we're just going to be bashing and then spinning and then bashing and spinning. If you could go in there and smell that, how's that smell?
Oh my God, that's
Let me get
gorgeous.
Yes.
See, that reminds me of our childhood because whenever our mom used to do Pakistani meals, cumin is essential.
Fragrance.
Oh my God. I love that. Is heaven.
Thought
All
it
right.
was
You
a
got to, Yasmin, you're coming
Beautiful.
strong with the scent, strong with the flavor.
Oh my God, it's so good. Okay, so now we can put that in our sweet potatoes right here.
Okay. I'm going to add a little bit of paprika now.
And then our avocado oil. So avocado oil is kind of my go-to for anything that's being heated because it has a very high smoke point. And that means that when you bake it, when you fry with it, when you do anything with it, it's less carcinogenic than using olive oil or a different type of oil. So we've preheated our chef in convection oven to 375, and these will go for about 30 minutes. Couple steps left. Sweet potatoes are almost done, so you do this towards the end when there's about 5 minutes left. We're gonna put two 32-ounce containers of veggie broth in here. 2 limes. Yeah. Savage mode.
Yeah, savage mode. I'm with 2 musicians right now, so I am so focused on the sounds right now. And the sound of a juicing lime is quite satisfying. So what is next?
The best part of the entire meal is the Justin's almond butter. It makes this soup so creamy and nutty, and it adds some protein to it because, I mean, if you're not eating meat, not eating eggs, you're gonna want protein. Nuts are an amazing protein source. So yeah, we're gonna put about half a cup, and if you're feeling extra that day, put some more.
A little bit nutty. I love it.
Exactly.
It's the sweet potato, the almond butter that makes it a full-on meal.
I love
I
it.
just have to say, we may as well just call this soup a healing soup.
Yeah.
Because ginger is something that, especially as a vocalist or someone who struggles with sinus issues, is something that really helps, like, me when I have a sore throat. It's actually something I did on the road, is I would just pop raw ginger in my mouth, or even though it's really intense and can burn for a little.
Okay. It has that healing property. Exactly, yes.
Yeah.
Depending on how much time you have, I'd like to let this go for 4 hours.
Cool.
So we're gonna just let this
Perfect.
cook and get all the flavors soaking. That's why I like
One
the
last
slow
smell before it
cooker.
goes.
We could just go to the studio.
Oh.
Lost in, baby, I've been getting so lost in everything about you be flossing. Wanna be with you to the coffin. I'm lost in.
This has been brewing for 4 hours and it smells so good.
Oh my.
Now we're gonna do the leftover lime that we have and the leftover ginger and turmeric.
Feel the citrus. It's gonna cut through that fattiness of the peanut butter.
And a little bit of turmeric, fresh turmeric, for added anti-inflammatory health benefits. The last thing we have to do is just put the greens in. We've got some dino kale and Swiss chard here. This is gorgeous. If you were here, you'd be able to see this color. It's beet red with this green. It's like Christmas on a leaf. And then let's do a little bit of the dino kale. Yes, that crunch.
I know, I love it. We're making music in this kitchen right now.
Guys, this is ready.
This is ready? Our soup is ready. Okay, all right.
Oh my god, I love
Oh
that.
my god, yeah, let's bring
The
this in
waft,
really quick.
like,
Let's get
bring
a
it
waft.
closer.
All right, we got the nut butter, we got the citrus cutting
You smell
through.
the nut butter too. It's kind of
I
crazy.
know.
Yeah.
You know what? While you guys are doing that, I'm gonna add.
Oh my god.
We're gonna throw in some
do
pistachios. We're gonna
it.
bash these in there.
Guys.
Chopped up pistachios for everyone.
Healing soup.
Yes.
Healing.
All right, so
That's the new name.
It
Healing
is.
soup.
It's the perfect name.
And you could meal prep this,
Yes.
make it on Monday and eat it the whole week.
Yes.
So good.
All right, so I have something special that I prepared for you guys.
Okay.
All right, take a look at this.
What have you been hiding from us?
Yeah,
I'm a sugar
this
fiend.
right here is kulfi. Now, I know that you guys love
this is our
eating
childhood.
cultural dishes. So this is kulfi. This is an Indian take on ice cream that is made primarily with pistachios and coconut milk. I added some mangoes into this recipe. We have the cardamom for some nice sweetness to it. So this is my special treat for the three of us to
Oh my
enjoy.
God, I'm
so we
so
got our
excited.
dinner and dessert.
Wait, dinner or dessert first?
I'm curious because you know
You're
that
gonna
you
love
try
this
to
like that.
avoid refined sugars. What did you do to sweeten that?
Mangoes.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, just mangoes.
Yes.
Yeah,
and it's
yes, there's no
paleo.
Sticks to nature.
added
I
sugar
love
to
it.
that. All right, so
Wow.
People say you can't be paleo and vegan and have it be hearty and taste good, but like right here is dinner and dessert.
oh, yeah.
Paleo and vegan.
all right, I mean, I don't know what you guys are waiting for. I'm about to. Yes. Oh, I got that pistachio crunch on top.
So good.
The sweet potato.
Flavors after all of those hours of cooking, the flavors really come
Yes.
through.
Thank you guys.
You're welcome. Thank
So
you.
what I love to do is I love to bring people into my kitchen and have them give me some of their favorite, either inherently vegan or transformed vegan recipes.
Yes.
And it's my job to make sure that these recipes taste delicious because I want to make sure you guys have something healthy, but you're not going to eat that healthy stuff if it doesn't also taste good.
Does this have the stamp of approval?
This has the stamp of approval. This is
Yes.
Trying Vegan with Mario certified.
Perfect.
I am going to be recommending this to everyone and going to be making it myself. We got our kulfi right here.
I might have to knock one over. Can I do
That's
it?
okay.
I'm
Dude,
trying it.
please.
Oh, the texture seems very authentic. Yeah. Has that kind of, how do you describe that ice?
Oh, smooth.
Oh.
Smooth as ever.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Can I have this recipe?
You can have this recipe a million
this
percent.
is
This
so
is for
good.
you.
Yes. Oh
If
yeah.
you told me this was vegan, I would question you because it tastes like you used
So creamy.
cream.
Yes, there you
Oh,
have it.
coconut,
All
right?
right. Coconut milk is such a key ingredient in vegan cooking. Wow.
If
Pairs-
you're not salivating at home, I don't know what's wrong with you. This is so good.
Yes. Well, your soup was amazing. I think it's a perfect pairing. And thank you so much for joining me in my kitchen on Trying Vegan with Mario and sharing this amazing recipe. What did we decide to call
We're
it?
gonna call it healing soup.
Healing soup.
All right.
I'm just gonna
Yes. Yes, thank you. Enjoy. All right. That is a wrap for this episode. And stay tuned for the next episode and see what we're cooking next time in my kitchen. For the full recipes from this episode and all my other episodes, visit tryingveganwithmario.com. Thanks for watching.
My queen got machine gun hips, better duck once they go off.